There is a perception in this country on the part of many in the governmental world that business is bad, that business people are bad people that you've got to somehow hold down. Uh, their job should instead be to say, we want to encourage the economy. How can we create more jobs? What can we do to get banks to lend more, to get businesses to invest in this country? It's a very different approach. So streamline, update, modernize regulation, and get regulators to see business as their friend and their ally. Much of what small business is experiencing is a result of a president's agenda that was the most anti-business, anti-investment agenda I have seen in modern political life. I mean, for instance, Dodd-Frank. Did we need to update regulations in financial services? Absolutely. But Dodd-Frank goes way beyond that. And it scares the dickens out of community bankers. They can't possibly keep up with the regulation. I was with a bank yesterday, a big money center bank. They said they literally have hundreds of lawyers working on conforming with Dodd-Frank. What's a community bank supposed to do? And so the community banks pull back their lending at the very time small business needs capital to be able to meet payroll and to be able to take advantage of opportunities now that prices are low, to get out there and buy assets. It's almost everything the president has done created greater uncertainty and made it harder for small business. Corporations are people. Now, don't you understand? Corporations are collections of people. And the concrete doesn't pay taxes. Carpets don't pay taxes. People pay taxes. Raising taxes on people is either raising taxes on their customers or their employees or their shareholders. They're all people. And my Democrat friends, I guess, produced a T-shirt with my picture on it that said corporations are people. Thought this was a great zinger against me, would really hurt me. It's like, we're not in the 60s anymore. People recognize that we work for, don't pay taxes, for raise for people, for raising taxes for customers, or for employees, for holders, for people, and for Democrat friends. I guess produced a shirt with my that said corporate people. A great zing against me, hurt me. We're not in the 60s anymore. What I will do is create an environment which is attractive for businesses to expand and grow. I will make it more attractive for them to add jobs and to say, you know what, the future is going to be brighter than the past. That's the best thing I can do, is put people to work. And you begin to put people to work, and they start buying things, and the economy gets better. It's, you know, there's a book written some years ago saying everything is a spiral. It either spirals up or it spirals down. We're in a downward spiral. High unemployment. China's investing massively in their military. Massive buildup. We're not going to be in a war with China. I can't imagine such a thing. But I always want us to have a military that's so strong no one ever thinks about trying to test it. Or to tell us that we can't go through the South China Sea without their permission. Or that space is their province, not ours. So I worry about a world that does not have a strong America. And I won't quote the individual by name because he didn't give me authorization to do so. But he said this, he said, Mitt, if you're lucky enough to become president of the United States, as you go from capital to capital around the world, people will undoubtedly have criticisms of America and what you've done as a nation. But don't ever forget that the one thing the world fears most is a weak America. The world needs a strong America.